in the upper right in the red, it is SERRAL from Finland, and his opponent here in the lower left in the blue, it is MARU from South Korea. So very strong series here. Like I told you, I am Katowice in Poland. These games have been played in February 2022, and I'm going to be casting here the whole series in between them. As you can see, they are spawning here on Hardwire, and I've also found a new layout here. As you can see, production tab is in the upper left part, and down here it is like the World Cyber Games layout. You can see all the information here, APM upgrades and so on. So really nice layout here, which I found finally. As we see now, MARU opening up here, pretty standard supply depot, not deciding here to block the ramp, just adds here the barracks and his gas. Let's have a look at SERRAL's build order. Goes into a fast expansion, then extractor, and pretty soon he's very likely going to continue with a spawning pool. So the pretty standard stuff here by both players. MARU not deciding to do any proxy barracks into the middle of the map, just adds here his barracks into the main. So yeah, Terran versus Zerg it is. Let's have a look what strategy MARU is going for. Like we've seen previous Terrans here on this channel, they really like to go into those medivacs, into that harassment against the Zerg. Bio is also much needed, units like marines and medics and so on, but later on a transition into mechanical vehicles, into Taurus, into tanks and so on could also be a possibility. As we now finally see MARU moving out here with his SCV, he's going to check, of course, if SERRAL made a fast expansion or not. It's very important for him to know that he will be confident that it won't be a Zergling rush coming towards him. And as you can see, as soon as he saw that fast expansion, he has decided now to retreat. So the information has been gathered, his expansion should be safe. Let's have a look at his main once again. He's continuing here with a factory and also adds a second refinery. Reactor is also being added as SERRAL now goes for his second expansion. So we have the 2-minute and 30-second mark. SERRAL decides to expand once again. We also see the worker here in the lower part, army and so on, APM. So yeah, really nice layout, like I told you here. Lots and lots of information for you guys in case I'm missing something. Speed is also being operated here by SERRAL, so no early aggression here by both players. Both players playing really safe. And we see also a starport now being made for MARU. Barracks into factory, into starport. Very likely this starport is of course going to pump out those medivacs, and by the looks of it, he might try a harassment with those Hellions. Hellions can be of course very deadly against those drones. Yeah, let's have a look what the next steps are going to be. You can see SERRAL of course parks here his overlord just to see when exactly a medic move out is going to happen as the first medivac is being produced. Let's have a look what next steps MARU will be taking. Perhaps he's going to decide here to wall in just to fend off any Baneling or Zergling attack. And yeah, let's have a look at the base here from SERRAL once again. Nothing out of the ordinary, no other buildings, no Baneling's Nest, no Roach Warrant. I believe he's going to stick straight into those mass Zerglings with queens. I've seen this many Zergs do before, so Zerglings, queens at the beginning. And yeah, let's have a look. Perhaps later adding some Banelings, some Roaches, Ravagers and so on. Hydras could be a nice possibility. The Overlord is nicely going to be gathering important information here for SERRAL. The first bio units are being moved out here. No, actually he's going to drop them back. SERRAL with a nice move here even adds another Overlord with speed. So he sees everything MARU is going for. Of course MARU is going to react with a Viking just to fend off that detection here for SERRAL. And we also see a second expansion here for MARU. So at almost 5-minute mark, at a 4:37-second mark here, MARU decides to go for another expansion. As he should know, perhaps he did scan this location, as he's now moving out here with 4 Hellions. Now let's just see what exactly the target is going to be. SERRAL already nicely spreading here his creep, and those queens are really great against Hellions. So MARU has to think about something else. Nice spread here by SERRAL, but hold on, MARU is going to commit here, but it's getting blocked with this building here. So SERRAL really great mind game here. Hold on, we actually have that medivac now finally coming here. Suri is going to deny some mining, but SERRAL also having some units here, Zerglings with queens. So no matter what MARU does here, SERRAL seems to be having that answer, that great defense. MARU is of course known for his multitasking around the map. He can attack on two sides, even on three sides. It's really hard to micro. You might micro it even on the mini map, so very hard to execute. But yeah, the harassment is very much important for a Terran versus the Zerg, not allowing the Zerg to macro up easily. Now let's have a look at the main. Luckily here for SERRAL, this Overlord is still alive, but as I said, this Viking should of course be able to take care of him. So most players now, I believe, should concentrate now on their macro game to armory, so the upgrades will be ready. Finally, hold on, we have a battle cruiser, so I totally missed this one. So a battle cruiser it is once again. Mining time has been denied. But there's so many queens. There's even a spore, and one queen is actually being sniped. They're not deciding to heal that queen. Even one drone or two might get sniped. So the battle cruiser with successful here 3 kills is nice. Teleportating battle cruiser. At the same time, we have 6 Hellions here. They might have a successful mission. Unless SERRAL is going to react. Some Banelings, some Zerglings are here. In come the Hellions, there's one queen, but so much splash damage could be dealt. As yeah, the Zerglings with speed will be able to surround some Hellions, but also Hellions are really good against Zerglings, so some Zerglings have fallen here. 2 Hellions have fallen as well. Some reinforcements are coming in. Nice harassment here once again. And yeah, the battle cruiser still in position, but not that much health for him. As MARU finds a nice position here for his Marines in the back, but SERRAL is able to fend this off once again. So MARU still trying to kill some of the economy here from SERRAL, but it's not really being successful. He does makes just some small poke points. Now he's finally going to teleport back, and yeah, SERRAL just deciding here to scout the map, just deciding to see what exactly MARU is going to be doing. And by the looks of it, he's transitioning into more and more mechanical units, cyclones. Hold on, we have another attack here, Hellbats even, so Hellbats much more tankier unit than the Aliens. There is really so many queens by SERRAL, and he should be able to fend this off once again. It's just a small group here of Zergling. I don't think he's going to be able to do so much damage. Of course, he has to retreat for the battle cruiser, and so many Hellions with cyclones. Yeah, at the same time, MARU just retreating here, just regrouping perhaps. Slowly but steadily we're closing at the 10-minute mark. And hold on, we actually now see some mutilies coming in for SERRAL. That is that cyclone, actually those cyclones. So yeah, MARU thinking about defending really nicely here with those cyclones, able to push this back. So a nice timing by both players. Of course, the players know the timings, the build orders and so on, so they know when a attack from mutilisk might happen. So remember, Terrans also have that scan, so it's really important to scan the mains from your opponents and so on, just to know exactly what is coming towards you. So yeah, mutilisk are of course much faster here, so much more mobile. They're also very fragile. So let's have a look what is going to happen. A 3-base Terran it is versus already a pretty soon to be a 6, no hold on, a 5 base Zerg. That's nice macro game here by both players. You can see the worker count here. SERRAL already at almost 90 workers versus 78 from MARU, as the battle cruisers once again are coming here. So just a couple of mutilisk, of course. Corruptors would have been better. The MARU tries once again to snap some drones. He's being quite successful with 6 kills, but he might have lost here this one battle cruiser as they return here. And this battle cruiser with 70 HP should be healed. So successful mission this time for MARU as he's sniping 6 drones. Really good stuff. And yeah, SERRAL is of course going to answer here with so many mutilisk. He might try to snipe some of those SCVs here. There's not really that much anti-air. He has those overseers just to see those mines. Really important to have that overseer, because mines are really deadly against those mutilisk. And is he going to commit well against so many cyclones? I don't think so. And even battle cruisers. Yeah, let's have a look at the next steps, and we have some swarm hosts now. Interesting. transition after transition here for SERRAL as he's heading here into this expansion point. Going to launch those broodlings here. And let's have a look. Locust actually, for Locust, sorry. So in come the banelings, in come the mutalisk. SERRAL seems to be throwing everything he has here towards MARU. There's so much splash damage, but those mechanical units are also really tanky, as the Locust will be very launched really soon here. MARU does hold. He is able to push SERRAL a little bit back, and even some spores are moving out forward. And once again, Locust on the launch. The queens look like they will be spreading their eggs here, their creep. Yeah, let's have a look at those Locusts. Remember, the Locusts just cost mana, so it's nicely trading here mana against some kills. Yeah, really great hold here by MARU as he's adding some Taurs now. So tanks, Taurs and battlecruiser, we have a straight mechanical build order now. MARU, as one of his expansion is under trouble, he might even have soon Yamamoto gun. And yes, indeed, Yamamoto gun is going to be launched here against those mutalisks, dealing so much damage. Very nice stuff here by MARU and SERRAL, of course, as those queens with that speed, with that creep, really important. Always already knocking here at the door from the expansion. Yeah, let's have a look what these swarm hosts are going to be doing pretty soon. The X will be ready. We will be launching quite a strong Locust swarm now towards MARU. Let's have a look. Tanks already dealing some damage. And when exactly is SERRAL going to decide to launch? We even have a one lone queen here, and in come those Locusts, but at the same time there's some banelings busting here through. So much damage is being dealt. Left and right, MARU has to multitask. 18 workers have been killed. Locusts should be killed here as the SERRAL is continuing here to snipe more and more workers. So MARU in some serious trouble, already losing 23 workers. SERRAL keeps continuing. He's now dealing with Yamamoto gun once again, but the mission has been successful. 25 kills here for him, dealing so much splash damage with those banelings. So at the same time, sorry that I missed it, he did attack here into this location, but at the same time with those banelings dealing so much splash damage, you can even see some SCVs are still in the red here. So nice job. SERRAL, as once again he's going to be launching those Locusts towards his enemy, towards MARU. And what can MARU do here against this? Some banelings are moving forward. Of course, the defenses looks really strong, but more and more banelings are pouring in. So much splash damage is being dealt by SERRAL, and at the same time he's once again moving out with his mutalisk. Just 2 turrets, no, 3 turrets here, so SERRAL should be able to take this off. And once again 10 workers have been killed. At the same time, MARU tries to answer here with a move out with those 4 battle cruisers, dealing some damage towards those queens, sniping so many queens, he might even snipe some workers. At the same time, SERRAL finally will be fended off, but 14 SCVs have been killed. And MARU might, yes, he should be able to snipe here this expansion against SERRAL. So finally a victory here for MARU as well, but some corruptors are coming here through, so he might have to teleport once again outside of this. Even the mutalisks are coming out, and luckily he makes it out alive with the battle cruiser. So what a nice game here in between these two pro players. Both players dealing, of course, economic damage towards each other, but and SERRAL also losing here many workers. Interestingly enough, after all of those kills, MARU having more workers here than SERRAL. What a interesting statistics here. Those banelings. Oh, I believe he just called so many mules, so 4 mules into this location. He might have called some mules here. So yeah, SERRAL once again now with his Locust swarm. The battle is already engaging here. He might come with the corruptors, he might come back with the mutalisk. Could be able to help once again. The refinery has been sniped, but yeah, MARU holds his ground against SERRAL, as SERRAL tries, of course, to throw everything he has here against his enemy, against his opponent, as the siege tanks might move out. SERRAL once again deciding here to expand. He might take this location really soon, as SERRAL now once again tries to move out with those mutalisk just to attack the economy once again. There's not that much anti-air here, it's just one turret, but hold on, we actually see a nice connection out of those mines. At the same time, we have a strong engagement here in the middle of the map. Locusts once again being launched against MARU. So much is being thrown here against him, and he might really soon be surrounded, so this army will very likely fall here for MARU. So a strong push it was, but in the end Serral being able to fend this off, especially thanks to those locust swarm. Really nice job here by him. And what can be the answer for MARU be against this? Perhaps some abusement with battlecruiser. He might go into mass battlecruisers here against Serral. It could be a possibility. At the same time, he's trying to kill off a little bit of workers here. And now those locusts have been caught off guard. Of course, they're very slow. Yamamoto gun once again is being used, and so many swarm hosts have been killed. But in come the corruptors. Now remember, the battlecruisers do have teleportation, so it should be fine. Let's have a look what MARU is going to be doing. Nicely microing here one battlecruiser out, snapping some eggs, but in the end, of course, he has to retreat. But the snapping of those locusts was really strong. Now we see some Nidus swarms being added here by Serral, as he's going to respond with some Hellions. So what a crazy game we have here. Back and forward game here. Serral pretty much throwing everything he has towards MARU. And now we even have some Ravagers, so a transition into Ravagers, Host Ravagers. What an interesting transitions here all over the map by Serral. As the battlecruiser all on standby, the high ground is here for MARU. He should be able to hold back. Yeah, he does lose 7 SCVs. That's okay. Those tanks, of course, really important here for MARU. Crazy game. Scans go all out of the map, as once again locusts will be launched here towards the expansion point, towards MARU. Let's have a look what he's going to snap. Perhaps a barracks or two. And we even have a Nidus swarm here by Serral. Crazy stuff here by him. As at the same time he's multitasking here, attacking this location. Sadly MARU not having so much here, he's just having this planetary fortress. But in the end, so much damage here against him. So nice snipe here by Serral. Yeah, what can MARU do? For Serral is much more mobile here. Especially now adding those Nidus swarms. Even having the locusts are still online, and that Nidus swarm giving so much more mobility towards those locusts. So Serral with a crazy engagement here, just showing us how many options are available for the Zerg. And yeah, once again he's launching the locusts here. Splash damage will be dealt towards those SCVs as well from the tanks. And yeah, MARU once again losing some workers, 5 and 7 workers here have been killed. Sadly here from MARU, he has dropped to 66 workers versus the 80 here from Serral, as Serral should be able to snap some workers here with those battlecruisers. Where are those corruptors? They are there. Was just using Yamamoto gun against the hatchery, and now he's just going to TP out. Nice snipe by MARU at the same time. Ravagers once again on the move out, but we have some ghosts now, and ghosts with snipe. Really with that sniping ability, really strong against any Zerg. Still no Ultralisk here for Serral, as yeah, MARU holds his ground here, has his siege tank sieged up, and has those ghosts. Those ghosts, like I told you, in EMP could also be used against the Zerg, as we have another Nidus swarm here being prepared against MARU. So what a crazy game. We're already at the 20-minute mark. It's the first game. Locusts are once again being launched, but the Hellbats be able to fend this off with this tank. And yeah, MARU wishes of course to expand here, but it's such a risky location. It's so far away from MARU's main base. And yeah, once again Serral moves out, but he has this time Baneling, Zerglings and Ravagers. Is he going to somehow perhaps come here through? But remember, MARU has those siege tanks and yeah, battlecruisers with Yamamoto gun. Really strong as well. One shot can kill of course a Ravager, so much damage out of that Japanese gun. So really nice stuff from the Terran. At the same time he's going to TP here, perhaps just to defend this location against the locusts. So yeah, locusts have been launched, but they will stand of course no chance against so many battlecruisers. We even have a Raven now, and we even have those ghosts. So MARU really wishing to stop already the harassment out of those locusts. As yeah, the scans once again go out here on the map. We see some corruptors, but like I told you, the ghost should be able to hold off the attack with those sniping. Now in come those Banelings, in come the Ravagers. We have mind control against those force. Great Ravagers, fireballs here against the battlecruiser, as the force are dealing now damage towards their own units, towards the battlecruiser. So really nice stuff once again by Serral. adding those infestors here against MARU. MARU also holds his ground. He's moving out. He needs to be careful against those corruptors. There they are. He might once again try to snipe here the hatchery from SERRAL. And yeah, ghosts are also here, so the ghosts will be the counter against those corruptors. Really, really nice stuff here by MARU. And yeah, finally in comes those locusts once again. This command center has to stop mining for a moment, as yeah, once again so much is being thrown here by both players this time. And we even have an idle swarm, so much abusement here, but a nice mobility here by MARU, as he's bringing here his cruiser back just to fend off the attacks. So much happening. We see a transition here from SERRAL into the right part from the map. His corruptors have taken quite some damage. I believe that were those ghosts. And in comes SERRAL once again against this outpost with some Zerglings, with some Banelings, corruptors and Ravagers. So there is once again a planetary fortress here holding strong. The battle cruisers can't really come back to engage, and SERRAL is able to take out this expansion. At the same time, MARU now moves out here in the upper left part. He should also be able to deal quite some damage, as the Tor is also here dealing damage towards that hatchery. So two hatcheries should be able to be snapped now by MARU. MARU is also answering at the same note against SERRAL. The siege tanks are nicely being sieged up here, so both hatcheries will fall really soon, as not that much mining is going on here by SERRAL. At the same time, the corruptors will take care of the battle cruisers, but the real economic damage has of course been dealt here against SERRAL. So SERRAL, let's have a look at the worker count, 46 versus 56. Both players are just damaging each other's really strong. And yeah, those ghosts will be so much crucial here. We actually also see 32 drones have been killed here into this location, into the upper part. Yeah, really great stuff here by both players. Just damaging themselves. 46-50 here. Really nice job. As now MARU on the retreat, his mission has of course been successful. In comes SERRAL. He's trying a flank here with the Ravagers, with the Zerglings. But will it be enough? As MARU once again prepares here his defenses against a push. So nice snipe here by MARU against those hatcheries. And now we have a transition into brood mothers, so brood lords, sorry. Next, those brood lords will be also really strong. But remember, SERRAL has those ghosts, and those ghosts with that sniping ability will be really strong. And he should also have some Tors, or does he have some Tors? There is just one Tor. Battle cruisers have been sniped. And yeah, now MARU knows that he's up against brood lords, so yeah, what is his answer going to be against that? And we even have a infestor here, and perhaps with some fungals, but it's getting sniped really nicely here by MARU. So really intense game here by both players. Ravagers, Banelings, brood lords this time here for SERRAL. Let's have a look where his next attack is going to be happening. In the meantime, we also see MARU now move out with some medivacs, with some tanks. He's going to be able to snipe here this location. SERRAL really has to answer here really quick. There are those broodlords trying to snipe here the planetary fortress. Really so much damage being taken here by MARU. Repairing not really going on, as some workers have been sniped. Let's have a look. We even have a Tor medivac now, as MARU just keeps pushing here forward, not going to fend off, and we might see a base trade scenario really soon. What a crazy game. SERRAL has to of course come back with his forces just to defend, and at the same time MARU once again pushing here forward with not quite a strong army, but in the end will be able to snipe this one hatchery. And they're just forcing here a pullback by SERRAL. SERRAL of course not that much mobile with those brood lords. And yeah, MARU just tries to keep sniping worker after worker. Yeah, his tanks will be caught out here, they will be killed, but in the end the mission once again has been successful. SERRAL is not mining from here, SERRAL is not mining from anywhere, so really interesting. What a successful mission this time it was for MARU. And yeah, really hard game now for SERRAL. He's at 31 workers, he's not mining from any post, just this post here, small post here from SERRAL mining. At the same time he's trying to push forward with those broodlords against MARU. MARU is going to lose the one command center, is going to might lose a tank or two, but he's answering with Tors against those Broodwars here, so let's have a look. Even those units are taking some damage. As in comes SERRAL now with so many Broodwars. SCVs are trying to repair everything here, but so much damage is being taken. Once again, 11 SCVs have fallen, tanks have fallen. Where are those ghosts by MARU? There they are. They might try to find a better position. Snipe those Broodlords as once again so much damage is being taken. 15 workers have been killed at the same time. A small group here of tanks, fewer tanks in the upper part, trying to snipe as much as they can here from SERRAL. As SERRAL once again nicely kiting here back and forth his Broodlords and his Ravagers. At the same time we have some Zerglings here, but the real damage here is of course dealt by those Broodlords, and we also see now MARU moving here forward. Even though his force is not so strong, these tanks are able to snipe perhaps a hatchery or two, deny that mining time, and once again force a pullback by SERRAL. So what an interesting move here by SERRAL. Sorry, by MARU. In the end, of course, those heroes tanks will be killed here by SERRAL, but they have done their job. They have forced a pullback by SERRAL, and they also sniped a hatchery or two. So great stuff by MARU this time, as he calls back some mules just to have that mining going on. Let's have a look. SERRAL mines from this base. You should be able to know the tanks have sniped this base, as MARU now will be able onto defense really soon against those units. We have the Banelings in the front, the Zerglings are also in the front. So many Vikings now have been added, and really strong answer here by MARU with those Vikings. Doors are here, Ghosts finally sniping going on. So many snipes will be able to be launched here by MARU, as he's going to snipe one Broodwar after the other, and he guesses lead is going to be the GG here. So MARU taking game number 1. What a crazy game it